Today we have Smita ji who is on call with us. Smita ji has been working with us in the diabetes reversal protocol with us for a couple of months now. She came in with us and had some issues around her diabetes, which was high fasting sugar, and her HbA1c was slightly elevated. And when she started working with us, she reduced her HbA1c and got it under control naturally without any pills of medicine or any kind of external support of military regimes. So, hi Smita ji, thank you so much for doing with us. Before we kind of get started, I want to understand a little bit about you, what you've been up to. So, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself and the situation that you were in when we, kind of started discussing and understood your challenges and got together to, start working on it.
Hi, Kirti. Yeah, sure. So when I'm a hypnotherapist by profession and a shaman healer, so I take a lot of stress of other people on me, and my HbA1c was like 11.8 when I first joined this program, and 11.8 while having the medicines also I didn't know how to get down with this HbA1c. So when we got into the call, you kept on saying to me that I remember still that you kept on saying, what is the underlying stress you have? And I would always say, I don't have any stress. I don't have any stress. But later on, after 4 5 days, after a call, I realized that the underlying stress was that my HbA1c is so high. How am I going to get it down? This was the underlying stress continuously 24/7, which only after our call I could understand. So now if you ask me what is your stress level or what is your stress, I do not have that stress of the sugar that I have that much of sugar. My the dietary changes that you had asked me to follow, I did that without medication. Now when my sugar was 280 and 250, now the sugar has come down to between 90 and 98. It does not cross 100. Yeah.
Wonderful, amazing. And also, I remember a lot of our discussions are not about diabetes and stuff. A lot of our discussions are essentially about food addiction. So, tell us a little bit about that, how your mindset has changed, because it has less been about tactics like do this, do that, this exercise, that exercise, but a very relaxed approach about fixing the mindset. So, tell us a little about the mindset shifts that you have personally gone through that have made the entire process easier for you.
Yeah, and that also you only got this into the picture that I have a food addiction. And before this program, I was having dinner at least twice a time, like between 5 to 10 o'clock. I would have two times the dinner with two chapatis and whatever the thing was made at home, and nothing would suffice me. Nothing would make me satisfied with the food. I and you made me realize that yeah, and with the high level of sugar, my there was a lot of brain fog.
Mm,
I could not I I just could not see nice clearly. I could not think clearly.
mm,
I could not speak clearly. So with the dip of at least within 5 days or 6 days in the blood sugar of a dip, this brain fog it immediately went off. I felt more energetic in my body.
mm.
Thus, you kept on encouraging me to have only this kind of a food every day. And yes, I was like for a week, I did the same thing. And I think within a week's time, my craving for the food or for the wheat or for the fulka or the paratha, it just went out. I was not remembering anything that I have to eat any sweet, which I am really fond of. I used to be, now I'm not anymore after 2 months. My in my house there are a lot of sweets which are always kept at home. My daughter and my husband loves to have sweet.
Yeah.
I can't have it in my mouth now. Very very. I'm so glad and so proud of myself, and it
Yeah.
is all because of yeah, and because of this regime we are following. So
Wonderful.
yeah, the brain fog is totally gone. I'm more energetic. I have been very lazy with my body. I am not a very sporty or what kind of not an athlete kind of a person. I don't even like to walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, but maybe it was because the mind was doing certain things to my body.
Mm.
Now that 15,000 step is mandatory, I do it and I try to do it. And many of the things that you keep on saying that try this with the new ideas,
Mm.
that those are really helpful and it has been very helpful. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, great. So, what are the exact kind of results that you've gotten in terms of numbers? Like, once you were before and after the program, what are the kind of results you've seen in terms of fasting and other things?
The fasting, it used to be 230,
Mm,
constant between 230 and 250,
mm.
which is a bomb in the body. It's anytime it can blast.
What was the kind of
And
issues you were facing at 230? Like, what was going on in your body at 230?
lethargy, brain fog. I would not be interested with any of the things. I would not, nothing would make me, I would not understand a simple talk in a better way. It was all in the, because the brain fog was so much.
Mm,
And it was always fatigue. It was always, I'm not able to get up from the bed in the morning.
mm,
Don't want to get up only. So more like that. I always thought that I'm a lazy person, but it was not that. It was the sugar that was doing whatever the harm it was doing to the brain and to the body. And now the fasting sugar is coming between 98. It is constant 98, 97, 99.
mm.
It is not going beyond 100, the fasting.
And what issues have disappeared when you started hitting under 100 consistently?
Mm. I'm more energetic. I can walk more. My body does not drain out. My I am yeah my day-to-day activity work has become, what do you call, it has become more. I My productivity has gone
Mm,
100 times higher. So earlier, I would just consult one client in a day.
mm,
That too after gaining a lot of energy into me. That now my I am able to consult at least 2 to 3 people in a day,
mm, mm.
and very nicely and with full productivity and full awareness.
Wonderful. That's kind of
Yeah.
amazing. So, in like from where you were to where you are, how do you see this, like, maintaining and managing this in life, like, moving ahead in the future? What are your plans?
I think I have got the key to my body now,
Hmm,
and I have done many programs
hmm,
for diabetes reversal previously, but I never received this much of an understanding and numbers within very few days. Within 1.5 months, I'm here where I am
And
with
what's
my
your level of
numbers.
effort? If someone who's kind of listening to this, what has your level of effort been if compared to other programs? Like,
My level, my level, like, because I'm such a lazy person myself and I do not like to exercise at all. The level of effort is very bare minimum. It is only eating few steps, and uh, because I don't like to go to the gym, so you ask me to do you ask me to do that your Surya Namaskar. So I do 6 sets of Surya Namaskar every day. That's all, and a bit of walking.
mm.
Yeah,
And
that
even
is
before you did Surya Namaskars, it was still under control, I think.
no, not at all,
Okay. It's
not at
Surya
all.
Namaskar added
I
more.
used to do yeah, I used to do yoga earlier previously, but it never had cut down my numbers in that sense.
Mm,
But this whole process of what am I eating, how it is going into my body, what it is doing to my body,
mm,
this much of understanding has made a little more difference. Much more difference, not little more, I would say.
right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I understand. I think the next HbA1c test that you take should, I think, probably pretty much clear because you're starting to hit 70, 80, 90s pretty consistently, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
thank you so much for doing this. I think someone who's kind of listening will probably understand the level of effort it takes because a lot of people feel that, like, you have to, like, spend your day in gym, this, that, eat fancy food, diet, and have military regime. So someone who's trying to listen to this, they'll have a lot of hope seeing that you don't need to turn your life upside down to just, like, maintain and manage this. But thank you so much for doing this. I think we'll probably stay in touch and see how we can move forward and work on this. And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Kirti. Yeah.
Perfect then. Thank you so much.
All right.